All right. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Oh, man. What a day. Where to start? First of all, hope you all had a good Thanksgiving and all that good stuff. You got some good food in your system. Um, we got a lot of damn food. We got a lot of food. What's up, Kevin? What's going on, man? All right, let's see. That's one, two, that's the third one. Yeah, it's a lot of food that we got left over. Hopefully the girl should be good. Well, I can't say hopefully. The girl should be good now. As far as like food to eat for the next couple days. Shit. Sorry. Trying to think, man. So I'm sitting here trying to. What's up, Sarah? What's going on? So I'm sitting there trying to straighten shit up because things are just all over the damn place right now. But yeah, just chatting tonight, man. Just chatting tonight. Just because I'm trying to sit here and straighten up as I'm talking to you guys, because I just can't leave. I can't leave this living room and dining room and stuff the way it is. I don't even know where to fucking start. It's not even my day to be cleaning this shit up. But man, I'm operating. Drew, what's up, man? I'm operating off of like little sleep, like little sleep. My Thanksgiving was good. I sat down. I helped. I helped cook today, or I should say, prepping and peeling potatoes and anything else that the wife needed. The One of the girls actually helped her cook the mac and cheese, and then literally we had to. Nah, my fingers don't hurt. Nah, peeling the potatoes are easy. That shit is easy. That shit is real easy. Like I get through that in no time. I get through that in no time, so that's nothing. That's you gotta ask the wifey on that one. Her and my daughter always be. They got the recipe for that. I don't have the recipe for the mac and cheese. Like I can bake like shit. Like I can make some cakes and shit. It's Black Friday, I know. I can make some cakes and shit, but cooking, I'm still trying to get good at it. I mean, I'm a lot better than what I used to be. No, you can ask the wifey. You can ask the wifey. She'll probably share it with you guys. I don't think she'll keep something like that unless it's just something that you just don't want to say. But recipes and stuff. I don't think she'll keep that from y'all. Trey, brother, look who's in the chat, Trey. Look who's in the chat, Trey. Yeah, it's Drew, brother. Passion was actually looking for you the last stream, Drew. What's up, Patty? How you doing, man? Yeah, Passion was looking for you. She was waiting for you to show up the last stream. How was your Thanksgiving, Trey? So you know something I noticed. Something I noticed, and this shit has this YouTube has to fix this shit, and this is like a problem. This is a problem, and something that been going on for a minute, and I see it. You guys probably don't see it, but I see it. And it's not really like a rant, but this is like something I just want to bring attention. And you know, if you guys have like people that your mom didn't celebrate, didn't want a Native American. Mm, 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 mm. So yeah, so I got to bring this to you guys' attention. Now, every time, why was this sad? Unrated? You talking about me, Trey? Hell yeah, I had some good shit. I got a lot of good shit, man. I'm gonna tell you guys the menu as far as what we had in 1 second. Um, yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you guys a full spread. I'm gonna give you guys a full spread. Let me get this thought out of my head first, and then I'll give you guys a full spread. So every time I post a video, what's up, T Bone? How you doing, man? So every time I post a video, passion, there you are, there you are, there you are. Shit, we was just now talking about your aunt. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I'm real sorry to hear that, brother. Um, my prayers definitely go out to your family for sure, to you and your family. Um, shit. Well, can never you can never tell when it's someone's turn to go. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Absolutely. I'm a I'm gonna say my I'm gonna have my moment of silence. I'm gonna put the phone down. You guys won't see me for a second, and you won't hear me for a second. Hold on 1 second. Hey guys, can we get some prayer hand emojis in the chat for Kevin and his family, please, and his time of loss. Definitely prayers go out to you and your family, though, brother. Most definitely, most definitely. So so first off, so I can get this thought out of my head, and I can say this, and then bring it to your attention, and when this ever posts, hopefully YouTube sees it and something and whatnot. Every time I post a video, or every time a live stream posts, and it goes live for you guys to see on YouTube, I get these weird comments from bots, and these comments are promoting sex sites, and it's irritating. It's irritating as shit. It's very irritating. Every time I get these comments that pop up in my notifications on my phone, as far as like new comments, and I take a look at the comments, and you guys don't see it because I delete the comment immediately as soon as I see it. Like it's always like a weird name. It has like a yeah, I would think so too. It has a weird name. It has a weird looking it's either like a female it's like a female's face or a female's body, and then it'll give a timestamp, and it'll have a site link to that comment. So and maybe I should do a proper video so that way and that it can be, you know, more light kind of shit on it, and so that way it does not continue to keep being a problem. But it gets quite irritating to see my notifications, and when I see the notification and I look at it, when it just start happening, you never see them. Yeah, I delete them real fast. I delete them real quick, and I mean extremely quick, because I don't want it to be one of those things. What jersey is that? It is Maryland Terrapins, Nike. I'm gonna have to tighten up these chairs again. But yeah, I don't want that shit up on the yes, exactly, T-Bone. It's very similar to that. It's extremely similar to that. But like I said, you know, with I know my I know my channel doesn't have like a lot of like younger audience. It's kind of like mid-teen to like early adult, between like 18 to 24 maybe, 27, but nothing in regards to like kids. However, I do know that, you know, depending on the video, that that it may be some kids that pop up in some of the videos that I just don't know that they're looking at, or just like a younger audience, and I don't want that to be seen on the channel by them, and then all of a sudden, you know, they see that type of comment and then they click on it and then they get to some type of weird fucking sex site or whatever. Like I don't want that to ever happen. So that's why you guys don't see it, because I delete those literally within a minute. Not even, and I give it a minute at that of when I get those comments in any of the videos or any of the live streams once it actually posts. So so yeah, I wanted to bring it to your attention. And then, like I said, you know, if it continues to keep going, then, you know, I will do a proper video of saying that and bringing it to light, because I've only seen a handful of people actually talk about it, but I haven't really seen too many people talk about that happening. So with that being the case, you know, if it does continue to keep going and it gets like really out of hand, then once again, I got a shit ton of leftovers. Then yeah, I would definitely make a proper video. I will of course blur out the link to whatever those sites are, but I'll definitely screenshot any comment that I get like that, and I will add those into the videos and things like that, just so that way, you know, it doesn't tempt anybody to actually look up those links for sure. Um, it's weird because some bitch actually talk about the video, not just about random stuff. Yeah, yeah. I haven't really seen too many. What's up, crazy? Yeah, I think I agree with you as far as leftovers being the best part. So let me give you guys the spread as far as the food that we had here. So mashed potatoes, greens, turkey, ham, mac and cheese, yams, well, candy yams, I guess you could say. Um, I had not told him yet. No, I'm leaving that. I'm leaving that for you to explain. But I have not told him. I just told him that you came back. That you came back into the streams. Um, see, candy yams, stuffing. What's up, Messi? How you doing, man? Let's see, stuffing. I feel like I'm forgetting some shit. She made banana pudding. She made sweet potato pie, and I feel like it's some other shit that I'm forgetting. I really, really feel like it's other stuff that I'm forgetting. But we had I mean, we didn't have people over. It was only just us. So oh, you seen? Oh, that's right. I forgot. You seen the Did she post a picture of like the whole table spread and stuff on Facebook, on Instagram? I figured she did. Yeah, so you seen the picture, Passion. You seen the picture. You seen it. So you know you know exactly what she did. Um but we didn't have nobody, we didn't have nobody here. It was only just me, her, the girls. Zen was knocked out cold by the time we had got done. What's up? What are you about to do? I was just saying, yay. Oh. So, is anybody using the charger right now? I'm using it. Oh, okay. Are you live streaming? Yes. Oh, it's my bad. It's okay. I want to say hi. My daughter said hello, everybody. You wanted the pass. Yeah, so we didn't have nobody over. It was just us. And man, we got leftovers for days. I mean, shit ton of ham, a lot of turkey, a lot of mac and cheese. Goddamn, like even think about this shit make me want to get a plate right now. Just even think about it. Like I haven't. So today was the first time I had eight because I don't know if you guys. What's my favorite pies? I really don't eat pies. I'll eat like cheesecakes and like cakes, but pies I really don't do. Believe it or not, pies I really don't do. Um, so I haven't told you guys that I've been fasting. I've been doing intermittent fasting, and so I eat just once a day, and then I won't eat until the same time that I ate. The let's take of course it's ham for me. I mean it's not. I mean turkey is okay, but it's ham for me. Yeah. So remember when we had moved from when we moved from the first place that my landlord had us rent out, and the size that I was then. So I'm getting back to that size. It don't look like it because I look rough as shit right now. So before I started the fasting, I was at nah, it's not turkey all day. It's definitely ham. It's definitely ham. And let it be honey baked ham. Oh my fucking god, dude. Don't even get me started on honey baked ham. Don't even get me started on honey baked ham. I'm not saying that the turkey isn't good. I'm not that see that's what I'm saying, Drew. I'm not saying turkey isn't good. Turkey is good. Um, but to me, like ham tops the cake. I definitely don't eat no fucking chitlins or chitterlings if you want to be if you want to say it correct. But no, I don't eat that shit. I definitely don't eat that. Yeah, nah, that hell no, hell no. So here's the funny thing. So my sister used to eat them when she was younger. Um, She used to eat them when she was younger until she found out what it was, and then immediately the day that she found out that she don't that of what it was, she stopped eating them shits immediately. She used to fuck those up when she was younger until she started finding out what it was. Once my mother told her what it was, and she was no, and she stopped eating them from that day forward. You never heard of chitlins before, or chitterlings before, Drew? It's intestines, pig intestines. I was about to say, um, what you mean is my wife okay by that? You've had those? Yeah. Oh, you just realizing what they are too. You just finding out. You just realizing what they are. I thought you knew that, Drew. Mm-mm. That shit would never. And it stinks like shit when you cooking them. It's nothing appealing about those. It's nothing appealing about it. My laugh is contagious. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. It depends on how hard I'm laughing. They're not gonna understand. Shit. Hold on. Sorry. Um. Yeah. I don't. It's no one that I know except for my wife. What's up, Tyler? Good to see you, brother. Um. So my wife eats them, and I think one of my daughters eat them. But nah, I tell her keep them shits away from me. Anytime she talk about chitlins, like immediately, like my the way my face frowns up now is immediately is what it does. Thank you for the dollar donation there, Tyler. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Um, oh yeah, so going back to the fasting. So so when I first started fasting, I was at 255. I am now down to about 243 now, and I've been fasting for a couple weeks. Um, it's not a hard thing to do. It's actually pretty easy now. The first day or two is the hardest because the hunger pains, and you are like you're training your body not to eat a lot of the stuff that you're used to eating, and it's hard as shit to do. But once you get through like those first 2 days, how do you deal with someone passing away, especially someone passing away very young? Like in the end of 2019, there was a 16-year-old kid named Kyle or Kaylee who sadly passed away from the flu. It's sad. It's so everyone has their own ways of dealing with loss. Like you can never you can never tell someone the best way to like deal with it. You can just you can only be there for them, but everybody doesn't grieve the same way, and let alone the amount of time it takes to grieve is not always the same for everybody neither. Like when my pops passed, it took me a full year to finally like start to become okay. Like officially, well, yesterday was his birthday. Rest in peace, pops. Yesterday was his birthday, so Thanksgiving was his birthday. But that first year of like dealing with his death was like the hardest, dude. It was the hardest thing to deal with. Like even now, like I get my moments of like when things are happening and something to like bring up some type of memory of them, and I'll sit there and reminisce and things like that, and then yeah, yeah, and it's understandable. It's totally understandable. Like I think anybody should understand. Thank you for the $2 donation there, brother. Thank you, man. Um, it's different. Twitch is still open, but they shut down Mixer. I'm not too surprised that Twitch is still open, or Twitch is still like thriving. Like that's the number one platform for like streaming. Honestly, I mean, Facebook gaming is trying to do something, but it's not the same. Um, so yeah, I'm not too surprised by that. Yeah, just whatever best way that you need to do to grieve, I would say go ahead and do it, but just make sure that you do it in a manner of where you're not harming yourself. If anything, that's the best advice I can give you. Grieve the best way that you can, but just don't harm yourself in the process. Yeah, no problem, Messi. Appreciate you stopping past the stream, man. Thank you. You have a good night, brother. Um, so yeah, today was just it was good. It was good. Just to kind of sit back and chill and relax. The store was closed today, thank God. I didn't have to worry about going into work this evening, because if that was the case, I would be home now. I'll probably just be getting home. But I would have been at work probably around fucking 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, more than likely, to try to get stuff all together for like the sales floor and shit. But I've had to be at work tomorrow and Saturday, unfortunately. But I had to be at work tomorrow at 3 o'clock. My wife is lucky as shit because she has 4 days off. So she's off. She was off yesterday. She was off today. She's off set, and of course she's off on the weekends or whatever. If you let the pan burn, the steak is no good. If you don't let the pan burn and cook, it's no good. Hmm. True that. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Um. So, what did you guys eat? What was on your menu for your Thanksgiving today? What was on the menu for yourself? Turkey, broccoli casserole, mashed potatoes. Never had broccoli casserole. Actually, never had that before. I'm trying to see if there's anything. Sorry, I got to put the phone down real quick. I'm trying to move this chair. Trying to pick something up off the floor. Goddamn dog. Um, yeah, I never had that though. Never had broccoli casserole. Baked potato, mac and cheese, yams, cabbage, greens, one plate, and rice on another. Yeah, I actually didn't eat no dessert. I didn't eat no dessert. No dessert at all. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't eat no dessert at all though. But I think it was probably because, sorry guys, just trying to do something real quick. I'm talking to you. I think it was probably because I didn't want none of the cakes. Nothing against it, but I just didn't want none of it. I had my plate, and then after that, I was good. Dog shitting on the floor. Um, hold on. Gotta move this other chair real quick. Sorry, guys. Why is this chair so loose? I don't know why. All right, be right there, guys. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Yeah. Mad dog is a goddamn understatement. All right. Cool. Sorry, everybody. So, no dressing or turkey this year. You just didn't want it, or you just wasn't really worried about it. What can what can Madden do to make you come back? I don't think it's anything that could be done. This wasn't on the menu. Okay. Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's. I think the problem I have with Madden and the problem I have with Madden is it's become and 2K is the same way too. It's become a lot behind like I'm trying to see if I can prop this up. It's became a lot loot based, and I hate that. I hate that. It's almost like gambling. I'm not surprised 2K is toxic online though. But you know the funny thing, yeah, and I don't have time to do that. And I honestly, if I was single, because that was when I played Madden the most, and not because I was not to say like I was lonely or no shit like that, but I had more time to actually sit there and practice and try to get better with Madden every year. And then it was like I said, after that year that Drew Brees was on the front cover was the last one that I played. And then when I had stopped playing that one, and I seen like next year's the following year Madden, and I was just like, man, it's like the shit just start. It just doesn't interest me anymore now. And like it was nothing about like the new features for that following year that like made me want to get excited into playing it. And then slowly but surely, I just stopped playing it. Same thing with 2K. Like I used to play 2K a lot. I used to play 2K a lot back when I think the last 2K I played was when it first came out on the 360. Yeah, when it came out on the 360, the first year it came out on the 360 was the last one I played. That was when I had an Xbox. But then right after that, I haven't played a 2K game since. So I mean, the new one looks good, but it's to the point where like I'm so disconnected away from like 2K and Madden. Like it doesn't get me excited to see even next gen graphics. Doesn't get me excited to want to play it again. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but that's what normally happens. Like if it's a game that, and I'll even use Call of Duty as an example. So like this year's multiplayer to me is better in Cold War than it is in Modern Warfare. However, I enjoy playing Warzone with my boys, and that's the closest thing to like multiplayer with Modern Warfare that I can get. But like actually sitting there playing Modern Warfare multiplayer, like just strictly multiplayer, I couldn't do it. I can't do it. I still can't do it. Even when they made it free for everybody during like a weekend when a new season came out for Warzone, and like I would do it just to like rank up a gun. But other than that though, like me actually owning the game and playing multiplayer, nah, not happening. And as much of a Call of Duty fan as I am, it is a couple that I absolutely don't like at all. Ghost being one of them, Infinite Warfare being another one, Advanced Warfare definitely being one of them on my list. Those are like my top three in regards to like worst Call of Duty games that I've ever played. Um, yeah, yeah, especially especially Advanced Warfare. My favorite Call of Duty, um, is between Modern Warfare 2 and 3. I said Advanced Warfare. I said Advanced Warfare. Um, Between 2 and 3 is my favorite, and then Black Ops 2 is on there. Um, Black Ops 3, I had a shit ton of fun with Black Ops 3. I had a lot of fun playing Black Ops 3. A whole lot of fun. I don't think we're gonna get that though. I'll be shocked if we get that though, Trey. I'll be really, really shocked if we get that. But man, I think as far as like when I was into like my KD ratio and things like and having like all these bomb stats, um, Killzone, nah. Like the games that I had my best KD in like ever was was Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 3. Anything else like I averaged like majority of the time with the exception of this one, Cold War and Modern Warfare and Advanced Warfare. I never had less than a 2.0 KD. I've always had like a 2.0 or above. So like Modern Warfare 3, I had what did I have? I had a 5.25 in Modern Warfare 3. I had a at a 3 point what was it? A 3.8 in Black Ops 3, and then everything else has like been with the exception and like I said with the exception of the ones that I just named, everything else has been like 2.1 or 2.2, give and take. Um, yeah, yeah. But you know the skill based matchmaking with Cold War and Modern Warfare is absurd. It is absurd. It is absolutely absurd. And I've heard like people saying that like even people that like pros that have been playing Call of Duty for a long time and like are leaps and bounds better than me don't even have a 2.0 in Cold War. So that skill based matchmaking is something else in that for sure. Something else for sure. Um, Trying to think. This week I have been working mad hours, man. Mad hours, mad fucking hours this week. I probably worked by the time Saturday is over. I would have worked about 55 hours this week alone. So I'm looking at about a good 15 hours of OT that I'll have in this next check coming not coming up this week, but the week after next. So it's the reason why I didn't stream that night, and even like now, like I'm not doing no gaming at all. I'm like just doing this and chatting with you guys. But my wife woke me up. Only had like maybe 3 hours of sleep if I'm lucky. When she woke me up this morning to go to the store, and I ended up crashing. I ended up crashing probably around like I want to say it was about 2:30 ish. I fell asleep, and then I got woken up by my wife around like 5:30 when the food was ready. But I was just like I'm like mad tired, like mad tired. Like even now I look sleepy as shit because of the bags under my eyes. But I'm not that sleepy right now. But I know eventually at some point. What time is it now? It is. Hold on. 1:47. So yeah, I probably end up jumping off of here around like 2:30 at the latest, just so that way I can be able to get some type of rest. So is there anything in regards to like in regards to next gen that you looking forward to? What's up, Bruce? How you doing, man? Yeah, yeah. I'm only doing this because you know use the extra money for bills and shit, and just to give myself an extra cushion for real. Um, so is there anything in regards to like next gen that you guys are looking forward to that you know like titles coming out? Larger battlefield lobbies from 54 to like 80. You talking about the new Battlefield game? I didn't know people were still playing it. Cyberpunk. That comes out in like a couple weeks, doesn't it? That's like the 10th. What day is the 10th? For me, crazy. I might actually purchase that one though, Trey. I might actually purchase that one. I might just buy that one. It depends. It depends. I had to wait till I hear like reviews and stuff before I decide because I'll have a minute to get it in through GameFly. For me, crazy, I would say right now the biggest game I'm looking forward to seeing is Resident Evil 8. Definitely Resident Evil 8. That is the biggest one for me for next gen that I'm looking forward to actually getting my hands on. It's all good, Bruce. It's all good. My wife was playing Days Gone. I actually watched her play it, and she beat it 100%. That game is long as fuck though. I think that is going to come out in April, Trey, based off what I understand and when the stuff that I'm hearing. That I think that's going to be in April. Yeah, that game is long, man. I did not know that game was that fucking long. And that's like long, and that's from like long play sessions that I seen my wife playing it. But that game is just that shit is just extra long, extra long. Okay, I feel you, Bruce. I feel you. Yeah, it's. I did see that though. I did see that, Trey. I'm waiting for that to come out. I'm definitely curious to see what that's going to be like, for sure. Absolutely for sure. It's ironic that you brought that up because I was just looking at Resident Evil Retribution. I never watched it. I never watched it actually. The last one that I watched, as far as like Resident Evil movies, was Afterlife. And then after Afterlife, I was just like, all right, I'm just not going to watch any more of them. So I just watched Retribution, and I mean, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. And I don't want to look at the final chapter. I don't want to watch that shit. I don't want to watch it, and I'm probably not going to watch it. I agree, But you know they're remaking the Resident Evil movie itself. So I'm not even gonna have high hopes for it. Real talk. Like I'm not having high hopes for it. Like my expectations for that movie are like like this right now. However, I am very curious. Hopefully it's good. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. You know how it's been, man. Like video game adaptations of stuff have not been good. Like movies have not been good as far as like video game adaptations of it. Like Hitman is fucking horrible. Um, Assassin's Creed was god awful. Then Doom was shit. Then you have what's up, Chris? How you doing, man? Doom was shit. Tomb Raider was okay. Tomb Raider was okay, just okay. Um, Mortal Kombat is honestly, believe it or not, between that and Silent Hill, is probably the best video game adaptation of movie adaptation of a video game that I've ever seen. Sonic was okay. Sonic was decent. It was decent, but I didn't go in it. I didn't have high expectations watching it either. So I'm not too surprised by that. I don't. so since you brought up Street Fighter, Bruce, um, I don't. I think, man. I think part of it was I was a kid when that movie came out. So when I see Street Fighter, I'm expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. I do remember I walked out the movie theater just like confused as to what I had just looked at. But I don't know what to expect, but it is laughable when you sit back and look at it now. Um, yeah, yeah, I think I don't even know the best way to really describe Street Fighter. Um, yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it, Chris. I think that's the best way to describe it. The only two movies that I was ever no, mm-mm, no, 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 no. You didn't know that existed? Yeah, yeah. I can only imagine what your face looked like when you see Mario Brothers, Trey. Dude, I can only imagine what your face looked like seeing Mario Brothers. I can only imagine. I didn't even see that movie when I was a kid, but that's probably definitely up there as far as like worst ever. Probably so. Um, the only two movies that I've ever seen when I was I would agree that's right. The only two movies I've ever seen when I was a kid from a video game that they made into a movie that I was pissed. That's one of them. You hit the nail right on the head, Bruce. That's one of them. And then Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I remember when the end of the first one happened and Shao Kahn popped up, and I was so fucking hyped when I seen that. I was like, God damn, like Shao Kahn's gonna be in the next movie. And then the movie came out. What's up, Jimmy? What's going on, brother? Then the movie came out, and I was in the theater, and I was sitting there looking at it, and I was just like, oh my God, like what is this? Like what is this? Like even oh man, the special effects. I didn't even look at Rampage, man. I'm gonna be in there at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna be in there at 3 o'clock. I'm surprised you even still up right now, Jimmy. I'm really surprised you even up right now. Yeah, like Annihilation is bad on so many levels, but yeah, Doom is horrible. Doom is real bad. And then and I haven't seen Rampage. I haven't seen Rampage. I was not interested in seeing it. But as I said before, I feel like Silent Hill and you good, Kevin. Um, I got you, Drew. I feel like Silent Hill and the first Mortal Kombat movie are like the best video game adaptations into a movie that I've ever seen. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And I would put Silent Hill at the very top. Without a doubt. And even though I hadn't even looked, I forgot about Prince of Persia. I even forgot about that one. I forgot all about Prince of Persia. Yes, man. We were slowly getting up there to 10K, brother. Yes, the Silent Hill sequel was garbage. I'm not even I'm not even putting those in there. I'm talking about the first one. You had Bob Ross on for 3 hours. I'm surprised they didn't put you to sleep. It's all good, man. This is actually the most that I've had in like one of these chat session streams for real. So the one thing, Kevin, is that you will never get the amount of people that you have subscribed to you to join your live streams, let alone like it equal out to views on YouTube. That's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. Were you gonna look at Mortal Kombat Annihilation again, Passion? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, the only thing with yeah, that was before I don't even know what the whole deal with that is, but I'm not even worried about that though. Yeah, I seen Rambo and MK. I seen it. Um the only thing about that Silent Hill movie that kind of like threw me off a little bit was the fact that they didn't have the guys like the main character. They just had the chick as the main character, which is not a problem. I mean, but if you're going off of what the actual game is like, then I would say that you should stay Silent Hill. I would think that you should stay true to what the actual game is like, which is the problem that I have with Resident Evil. Like Resident Evil is not one fucking thing is like the actual video game itself. The only one out of the entire Resident Evil series that was remotely close was Apocalypse. Other than that, any Resident Evil game or any Resident Evil movie that came out ain't have shit to do with what the game was like. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But other than that though, Silent Hill is definitely the best. Like they captured that environment like spot on. Yeah, she gets killed. She gets bit up. Um, when do you usually chat? You usually asleep by because you're so busy. Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. I normally try to do it. I normally try to do like live streams, like kind of early night between like 10 and 11, depending on if I got to work or not. But if I do have to work and I don't get home till like 12:30, then normally I do like uh, late night streams or whatnot. So it just depends on my schedule, the time of day, and my schedule. If it's the weekends, I'm off, so that part doesn't really bother me, except for this week. I got to work Saturday. But other than that, I'm normally off on weekends. Um, but yeah, Silent Hill, man, they got that shit spot on. Max Payne did have potential. It had potential. It could have been better, but it had potential. I would agree that too. Um, but man, from the environment to Pyramid Head to the way that the environment like felt, dude, it just man, I remember walking out that movie. I was just like, damn, that shit was actually pretty good. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's like everything about that environment with Silent Hill, man, was done. It was done. It was done fucking great. It was done so great, man. It was done so great. So that's why, like, I can actually. That's just got to be weird to hear right now. Um, that's why I can sit back and I can look at Silent Hill because of the fact of it. It captures the essence of the actual game itself. But any other time though, like not 90% of the time, any video game that's made into a movie is absolute horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So we'll see what the new Mortal Kombat's going to be like, and we'll see what the Uncharted movie's going to be like, and then we'll see what this Resident Evil movie's going to be like, and hopefully they're good. Yeah, we'll talk about that more tomorrow. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. I got you. Is it because it had Pokemon? Are they saying that because of That's another game that I forgot about that too, Trey. Thank you for bringing that up. Are they saying that because it just has the actual like Pokemon in the movie? I don't. For some reason, Jimmy, I don't get. I get like a weird vibe when it comes to the new Suicide Squad. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like I remember, I remember being somewhat excited to see the first Suicide Squad movie, but man, that shit was so disappointing. That and like Batman versus Superman. I think so too. I think so. Like I didn't even want to look at the Harley Quinn movie, and looking at like just a brief overview of it. I'm glad I didn't watch it. Don't know. Now the new Batman movie. Whew, yeah, I'm digging what I'm seeing so far. Yeah, I tried to tell my wife that the Suicide Squad movie wasn't that great, but she loves it though. Well, the problem with that passion is that I can't remember the last time I actually been to a movie theater to actually look at a movie, let alone like watch a lot of the new releases. Because Jared Leto's Joker wasn't that great. Invisible Man, I actually watched that at home. I didn't even go to the movies to go see that. And I think I don't know, man. I think they just made so much of a big deal about Jared Leto playing the Joker or the Joker being in that movie. Um, just something just seemed off about it. Something just seemed off about it. I don't know what it was. Oh yeah, totally agree, Passion. I totally agree. Not hyped about the Justice League reboot. Yeah, same, same. Like I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not. I'm not like losing my brain or using my mind to actually want to see this like immediately. Like I feel the same way, Trey. I can't fault you. I can't fault you at all. I'm in the same boat as you, Trey. No WWE news. I haven't looked at it as much. Like me and Jimmy talk about it on occasion at work. Um, but I haven't like sat down and looked at it like every night in a minute. Tired of superhero movies. So wasn't and I'm pretty sure a lot of it has to do with this pandemic and shit. Like this pandemic has fucked a lot of shit up recently. Um, yeah, it's a difference in quality, Drew, with next gen. Jared Leto, Joker was a cornball. I didn't even see that, man. Yeah. Um, yeah, because AEW isn't catered to like kids. It's more geared towards like adults in a sense. Kind of reminds me of like not as rough and rugged as like the old days of WCW, but as far as like how they weren't catered towards like kids, it was more so adult type. So yeah, I can understand that. Hancock too, maybe, mm, maybe. Like I know, so with this pandemic, Candyman was supposed to come out this year, which I was looking forward to seeing. I mean, I'm still looking forward to seeing it, but it would have came out this year. Um, I thought a new Saw movie was supposed to come out this year. I think that shit got pushed back to next year. Then the Halloween movie that was supposed to come out this year got pushed back to next year. Um, I feel like it's something else that got pushed back. Wasn't A Quiet Place 2 supposed to come out this year too? Unless it's actually coming out next year. But I feel like those four movies that I can think of was supposed to come out this year. Definitely Candyman's supposed to be coming out in September initially, and then in October, and then they got pushed back. That movie fucking terrorized the shit out of me when I was a kid. Like Coming to America 2 gonna be on Prime now. What? It's gonna be on Amazon Prime now? But didn't they say the same shit about Wonder Woman? Like Wonder Woman's coming to what is it? Is it HBO Max and the theaters at the same time? Am I not mistaken? Because I remember actually I did see that advertised earlier today during the football game. I totally forgot about the fucking Woman movie that was supposed to be coming out. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, this whole pandemic shit this year fucked a lot of things up. Fucked a whole lot of things up. Big nostalgia. What you talking about there, Drew? As far as the big nostalgia, I knew they may come into America too. I didn't know. I just didn't know the release date as far as when it was supposed to come out. But I knew they had made it though. March 2021 on Prime. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Did you hear did you hear that they took Chappelle's show off of Netflix per his request because he wasn't getting paid for it? They wasn't paying him to play Chappelle's show on Netflix. Mortal Kombat is a classic. Yes, of course it's a classic. Silent Hill is all right. Silent Hill is good. Yeah, I'm seeing or hearing some stuff in regards to how they're gonna have Tony Todd and Candyman in this one. What else did they drop the ball on, Chris? I watched that Kevin Hart stand up special. Oh, don't even get me started about that shit. Yeah, don't even get me started about that. But then what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? That's and I'm not gonna and let me preface my comments by saying this because I don't want this to come off the wrong way. The way that they're dancing in that movie or the way they are being portrayed in that movie isn't nowhere near bad as an old music video. And if you look up this music video, dude, when I tell you I was stunned, I was so fucking stunned by this because I had never seen this video when I was younger, and I never knew this video even existed. But the name of the song is "Hey Little Mama." Um, I know the chorus is like, "Hey little mama, um, why you dress so sexy" or something like that. If oh my god, if you watch that video, like I was floored by how they have the little girls in that video dancing. Floored. Absolutely fucking floored. Now, granted, this one, this video is from like the 90s. So like the 90s era was just like God knows what, like on a whole nother fucking level. Leroy, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? It's been a minute. How you been? Um, 90s music back then. Yeah, why you dance so funky? If you watch that fucking video, if you watch that video, if you have not seen it, ooh, ooh, that shit would not fly. It would not fly in this day and age. It would not fly in this day and age. If someone had released a video like that and it wasn't like it was never known and they made that type of video, that shit would not fly. Yeah, that video. Yeah, we was talking about the he somebody brought up the cuties movie. But I was telling everybody about the other music video from like back in the day in the 90s. And you passion, passion, passion. Watch the video. I just watched the video. I sat there in pure amazement by seeing the shit that I seen in that video. Pure amazement. And that's not even an understatement. Like I was shocked by the shit that I was seeing in that music video. Absolutely shocked. Like it's not and my wife had to bring it up to me because we was talking about whatchamacallit. Okay, Trey. Yeah. Watch it. Just watch it. That's all I'm gonna tell you, Trey. Just watch it. Just watch it. You just don't know. You have no fucking idea. You look at that video and then you tell me which one is worse. Just type in the search, hey little mama, why you dance so funky? Trust me. Type in that, look at the video, and then you tell me if cuties is worse than that. What's going on, man? Yeah, you tell me which one is worse. Like you will see it. Um, you will see how bad it is within the first minute. It is. Whew. So yeah, the only reason why yes, I would say don't see it, but if people are really causing an uproar, and I'm not saying that they're not valid at all in the uproar about the movie Cuties. But if you think Cuties, that's what I was saying. If you think Cuties is bad, then Cuties ain't got shit on this music video. Ain't got nothing on it. And the only reason why that music video popped up between me and my wife is because we was talking about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's song "WAP" or whatever, and then she was looking at something, and she asked me how did I feel about you know kids like singing. What's up, man? What's going on? I'm lagging. Try to refresh when you in. Um, and I was just like, she asked me how did I feel about kids like singing the song, and I was just like, I think it's not. I don't think it's good because it comes off like real bad when you have like young kids singing the song and repeating the lyrics and stuff like that. And then she was just talking about, well, she brought up that song, and I was like, yeah, I remember that song. And she was like, no, have you ever seen the music video? And I was like, no. And if he played the video, um, when she played the video, and then like I said, within the first minute, like my mouth and my eyes were like wide, were like real wide open, and just like stunned, like really, really stunned. They were playing the song, or they were playing the actual video. Oh, you watched like, yeah. Oh, they was playing the song earlier. Okay, the song is. So here's the funny part. So like the song is, I can't say it's catchy, but back in the day, that's the type of music that they were making as far as like the style of like booty shaking music was like that almost. So it was catchy for people to dance to. However, I didn't know that the person that was rapping the song was a fucking kid, and then the people in the video that they was going to portray like that was going to be kids. Like I had no idea it was a kid actually rapping the lyrics or whatever. Yeah, I can't. I just. Uh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like it's just like, yeah, exactly. Like it's I just yeah, yeah. The fact that I sat there and looked at that whole video, and like it was a lot of times where I was watching it and I had to go like this because I didn't want to sit there and look at it, man. But I was just it's oh man. Really, Chris. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, after seeing that video, then I know for sure like it's other stuff. Yeah, and now you see Trey. Now you see. Now you see. Now you see what I'm saying. Nothing can top that, in my opinion. When it comes to portraying kids in a manner that they shouldn't be portrayed, nothing tops that at all. Nothing tops that shit. because that it was acceptable back then, Trey. That's the difference. It was acceptable. That's the type of music that they were making back then. Now, I don't know if people made a big fuss about the music video because, as you can see in the music video, they had adults like cheering the kids on as the kids are dancing the way that they're dancing. Um, but back then, that type of music was acceptable. But as I said before, cuties deserved the backlash that it got because of what they did and how they were portraying little girls. Like that shit's not cool. That shit is not cool at all. Yeah. So if you ever realize like a lot of like the stuff from like the 90s and or like the early to mid to late 90s was acceptable back then, but if you try to release that same stuff now, dude, there's no fucking way that shit'll last. Like if you look at and I love Married with Children. I love fucking Married with Children. I love it. One of my favorite shows. I can sit back and I can laugh at that shit. However, some of the jokes that they say in that show in regards to like overweight women and how they portray overweight women and compared to like the smaller petite women and stuff like that, that shit wouldn't fly. It would not fly this day and age. There's no fucking way that shit would fly at all. Not even close. And even and even like I'm trying to think of another show that was like really really toting the line back then. Um yeah, yeah, exactly, Trey. Exactly. Like I haven't worn any of that stuff since the name got changed. Like I have not worn one single piece of that since the name got changed. Yeah, see Leroy, that's what I'm saying, man. It's not cool. It's just not cool. Um yeah, and this is out of respect. Out of respect for the sake of like what's going on. Like I wouldn't want that to happen to me neither. Um I'm trying to think of another show from back in the 90s that was like really edgy and kind of like toting the line in regards to like his jokes and stuff. But I think Married with Children is like one of the prime examples of um I don't think you think All in the Family and Cosby Show was like toting the line as far as like really racy or like borderline like real shitty jokes. I haven't looked at All in the Family like that, so I don't really know what their jokes is like. I just know Married with Children was definitely toting the line in regards to like the type of jokes that they said. Archie Social Views, kind of okay. I never watched an actual full episode of All in the Family, so I really wouldn't know. I've only just seen like little bits and pieces of the show, but I never actually watched like talking about the movie American Beauty. Yeah, yeah, I guess I can understand that. I guess I can understand that. What you mean he was on main event, Jimmy? We'll definitely talk more about that tomorrow, Jimmy. We'll definitely talk more about it tomorrow for sure. What time is it? It's 2:27. You guys got me for about another 10 minutes. Got me for about another 10 minutes. And I got to get out of here. Um, hmm. Yeah, I don't think it was any other shows, though, from back then. I don't think it was no other shows from back then that I watched. Like, even, like, now, probably while I'm sitting here, like, straightening some shit up, I'll probably be in here watching or playing Mr. Bean as that shit is going on. That shit is, like, fucking hilarious. Mr. Bean's ass. And then, and I told you guys, like, a lot of these other, it's all good, man. Tried to tell you guys about, like, other little shows, like British comedy shows, especially British comedy shows that are, like, hilarious. If anybody don't know about Mr. Bean, then you are just hiding under a rock at this point. Like, I don't know what rock you've been hiding under to not know about Mr. Bean and not know how fucking hilarious that show is. But Faulty Towers is another funny one. And then also, Are You Being Served is another one as well. Like, those are my favorite, like, British comedies from, like older British comedies that I can actually watch and fucking laugh at every goddamn time. Every time. I haven't looked at my Monty Python. Yeah, it's not a big rush, Trey. It's not a big rush to get it right now. I got to check that one out. I got to check that one out. I'll definitely add that to the list to actually watch and check out. But those are definitely, what's good, Taj? Those are definitely my favorite British comedies that I can sit back and watch. Yeah, but you can wait. It's not something that you got to absolutely get an next gen console for at the moment. Like, it's not worth doing all that just for one title. I never found Three Stooges hilarious though when I was a kid. I mean, even now trying to look at it as an adult, it's okay, but I don't get a laugh at it every time that I watch it. Got some shit on my arm, trying to get off. I can't get it off because I just cut my damn nails. 3 o'clock is the time I'll be there tomorrow. Likewise, see you, Taj. Yeah, it's different for you though, because all of your friends are on Xbox. All of my friends are on PlayStation. Why don't you look online right now, man? See what they got available. Unless you're just gonna wait till Cyber Monday. Or are you able to look at the sales ad online and see what they got available? Or see what they're gonna have on sale? Like, what are you trying to get? What are you looking to get? Of course, we are you talking about with my Washington football team? Yeah, I seen that he has I seen he has COVID too. The console that I had that gave me the red ring of death three different occasions. Yeah, mine's still going strong too. You know the funny part? So this shit is funny. So so last night I was in here playing some Cold War. And so my middle daughter is sitting out here on her iPad doing whatever. And then I started playing Cold War, and then my PS4 started sounding like a jet engine, like starting to like rev up. So then she stopped what she was doing. She looked at me. She was like, "What's that noise?" I said, "That's my PlayStation." She said, "Is it supposed to sound like that?" She said, "Is it supposed to sound like that?" I said, and I was like, "I guess not. I don't know." She's like, "Is it okay?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry." And Facebook is so toxic. They say anybody who's waiting to buy a new console is just salty. They couldn't get it pre-ordered. No, I'm not even nowhere near. I wouldn't agree to that statement because I mean I wasn't even worried about trying to get it pre-ordered. Um, yeah, I wasn't trying to get it pre-ordered. I just knew it wasn't going to be worth getting at launch. Oh, excuse me. I knew it wasn't worth getting at launch for me. It's only one guy on my friends list on my PS on PlayStation that actually has a PS5. One person. Everybody else is still on their PS4. But you know, it was real tempting to try to get one because, of course, it's a new console, and you know, being a content creator is something that kind of helps in regards to like trying to grow your stuff and showing off new tech and things like that is cool. Um, but I've always had that fear of getting a faulty system when it first come out. It's always been a fear of mine. Some people got fired for selling one to hmm? You talking about at work, Jimmy? That happened? You got to tell me about that tomorrow. You got to tell me about that tomorrow because I never heard of that. I never heard that. But definitely fill me in tomorrow. Fill me in tomorrow for sure. I will be well. Hopefully by that time I'll have a PS5 if it comes out. If I'm able to get one before April. If I'm able to get one before April, then yes, I will be playing it. If not, then I'll get it when I get the PS5. Then I'll get RE8, and I had to stay as far away from the fucking spoilers as much as possible. But that's not going to be a hard thing to do because I mean I stayed away from spoilers in regards to like FF7 remake and for what was the other game that came out? Do I think the new God of War is going to happen, or what do I think is going to happen in the new God of War? Oh, we'll definitely get Thor. We'll definitely get Thor. Most definitely is going to get Thor. How everything is going to play out and how much of an intricate part um, Atreus and Kratos are going to be is the only thing because I'm sure they'll expand more on the combat between them two in the game itself. What's up, Total? What's going on, brother? I have to think about that, Trey. I have to think about that. That I haven't that I have to really try to like give you a very reasonable and thought out logic behind that, but I'm not sure right now. I'm doing good, man. Glad you're doing good too, brother. If you if Kratos gets killed, are you going to be upset? And do you think it'll be more of a backlash from Kratos dying versus Joel getting killed? That's the question. That's the biggest question. Do you think it's going to be a large backlash of if Kratos ends up dying in this God of War? Depends on how they do it. So would people have been okay if they didn't kill Joel off in the way that they killed him off, and he got killed in a certain manner? Is you think it still would have been acceptable? Probably Kenny. Probably Kenny. Jimmy. The only way they make, only way. um, I think regardless on how you do it, if Kratos dies, it's going to be a lot of people upset. It's going to be a lot of people that's going to be hurt. It's going to be a lot of people that are going to be upset. I don't think there's no way that you can smooth that over with people. No way possible. Yes, I did see the drawings. I did see the drawings, but that don't necessarily mean it's going to still be okay for people if he ends up dying. Regardless on what type of preparation that you can do in regards to, getting people to the point of knowing that that is a possibility and it's a strong possibility, the acceptance of it is what's going to suck. Was you okay that Lee got killed in The Walking Dead? I'll use as an example. Were you okay with Lee dying in The Walking Dead? I did not watch that trailer. I do need to check that out though. Exactly. Exactly, Kevin. Exactly, Kevin. Exactly. That game is how old now? Um I vaguely remember that part. I vaguely remember I vaguely remember what happened in the police car leading up to the police car crashing. Now I understand as far as like why I understand the reason why people were upset with the way Joel got killed. Like I totally understand that. Totally fucking understand that. Like I'm not discrediting I'm not discrediting the reason why people were upset that Joel got killed off in the manner that he got killed off. Like I totally understand that shit. Um I just know even if he didn't get his fucking head bashed in, people still would have been upset that he got killed. Dude, it's both. It's not even that. It's not even that, Trey. Half the people that I seen that were upset was not only upset at the fact of you having to play as Abby, but also the fact of the way Joel got killed. And I don't even think I don't honestly don't even think that they make you play as Abby more than Ellie. Honestly, I think it's about the same amount. Like half the game was Ellie, half the game was Abby. You have a small portion that's with Ellie, and you have a small portion that's with Abby. After that part. Oh, I didn't even peep that, Trey. I didn't even peep that. So like after you get through the half of the game, the other half of the game with Abby, and then you go through the thing in regards to the whole Firefly shit and things like that, and then after she gets knocked out and gets captured, then you go back to playing as Ellie, and then you're playing as Ellie the rest of the game. So it's the same amount. It's not one versus the other. It feels as though it was more drug out, but on Ellie's part, it felt like it was more drug out. Um, but honestly, Abby's section of playing it is much more fun. Would I like a phone or the PS5? The PS5, because I mean my phone is fine. I mean I got an Xbox, not Xbox. The fuck am I talking about? I got an iPhone XR, and so my iPhone works just fine. So I would go with that. I would go with a PS5. So yeah, I think that was the biggest problem people had was the way that Joel got killed. That was the biggest problem that I totally understood. I wasn't surprised at the fact that he didn't make it through the game. I just wasn't expecting him to get his fucking head bashed in like that. Because it was torture. It was basically torture. It was just like a big ass torture session. But at the same time, like I said, man, it was just oh, they lied. I'm not even gonna act like they didn't. They lied, and that still pissed me off. That still gets under my skin, believe it or not. That one portion, that one small portion of that game still gets under my skin to this point. Of course, I think anybody as a kid would want no homework at all. I got to think about my favorite Sega Genesis games, though, Kevin. I got to really think about that. It is in a way. You just don't get to play as Joel except for that one little part. But in a way, it is still kind of Ellie and Joel's game. It's just that it's not in the same sense of what you would initially think. All right, I'm gonna keep this going until three, man. I'm gonna keep this going until three. We're like what 14 minutes off, and then so we might as well just keep it going. But even not even just based off what Neil Druckmann said is, and you guys know for anybody that has played this game and know the part that I'm talking about. But if you haven't played the game and you're not too sure of the part that I'm talking about, to kind of give you a very brief synopsis of the part of the game that still fucking irritates me now is the fact of how they use Joel as a selling point for the game on a certain part of the game itself that's not existent in the full copy or the full release of it. But they implemented it into the actual trailer for purposes of selling copies, which which is a shitty ass bait and switch tactic. Very shitty. Very, very, very shitty. Still fucking bothers me, man. Like I don't believe in that type of tactic. Like for me, if your product is good, if your product is good, you don't need to resort to those type of things to sell more copies of whatever it is or more product of whatever it is. And it's not like, The Last of Us 2 or The Last of Us was a shitty game. Like that was one of, if not definitely like one of the best games ever created on on consoles. Without a doubt. Like without a doubt, hands down. No debate. I think everybody that has played the first Last of Us would agree that that is one of the best games ever created. From storytelling to acting to the way that the game is directed, like everything about that game is fucking perfect. Everything about that game is perfect. But it's just, man, that is such a shitty tactic to do, man. That is such a shitty tactic. Really bad, for real. Hello there, woman. I knew that was you walking up. Why you look like that? Baby, go back in. I got it. Were you just walking out to see where I was at? Because you didn't see me in the room. Bullshit. Nah, she walked out. She probably woke up real quick and seen that I wasn't in the room and then walked out to see if I was out here. That's what she does all the time. Um, yeah, and I agree with that, Chris. I totally agree with that, man. I just, man, it was so bad, man. It was just so bad. It was just so bad. Yes, yes, I did. I did. Um, God, man, like thinking about that shit is just, oh, it's so irritating, man. It is so irritating. So irritating. Just like why? Like why do that? Why do that? Why do that? You don't change up the lines. Like you don't change up the line either. Like you leave the same fucking line in that part. Yeah, that's the one of the biggest takeaways with Cold War, Jimmy. But once I hit level 45 and I had got perk greed unlocked and I was able to equip ninja, it's been a breeze for me since. Um, yeah, man. Yeah. And it's not like Last of Us 2 is a bad game. It's not a bad game. It's okay. It's okay. It's just not to the same level as the original. It's the bad part. And I think because, I didn't have high expectations. I just wanted to see, I was excited to see another Last of Us game. And I was excited to see another Last of Us game because of because of a connection I have with it. And then and as I told you before, like you guys know, I'm honest as much as I love stuff. I'm always honest about whatever it is that I'm feeling or my thoughts about something. And if something is wrong, something is wrong. If something I feel like it's okay, I feel like it's okay. And I would, you know, try to back up my thoughts and my feelings with facts as much as I possibly can. So that way you can get further insight as to why I feel a certain way about just stuff in general. But if it's nothing I can agree, if it's nothing I can that I can do to to counter whatever the argument is for whatever that thing for whatever it may be, then I got to give, I call a spade, basically. Yeah, I agree though, Trey. I think that's definitely one of the worst that I've seen ever. Most definitely is like one of the worst that I've ever seen. So, I mean, in the end, though, I'm glad the game came out. I'm glad I played it. I'm glad that I stayed away from a lot of like the reviews and stuff because I wanted to experience it myself and then give my thoughts about it just based off of how I feel and my experience with playing it. And yeah, 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 it did feel like that. It did feel like that. It did feel like that. I still am a firm believer right now, based off of all the titles that we had that came out this year, not including Cyberpunk because we haven't played that yet, but we will soon. Um, and I agree. I think that would have been a good addition to make as far as giving you the option to either spare or killer. Um, but until Cyberpunk is released and we finally get our hands on that and we finally get a chance to play it, I am still a firm believer right now. Thank you, man. Much appreciate that. For the support all the way from New Zealand. I still believe FF7 remake right now is still probably game of the year this year, and Ghost of Tsushima is a strong second as of right now. If Cyberpunk is 10 times better than um Final Fantasy VII remake or Ghost, then I will definitely catapult that into like number one. But as of right now, FF7 remake is game of the year right now. And with that being a remake, says a lot on exactly um with that being a remake, a complete overhaul tells you exactly to me and a lot of other people on just how fucking great that game is. Like it was worth every single penny, and it was even worth the delay that they actually pushed back from its original date. I haven't played. I never played Persona. Never played Persona. Um, I feel like with that game, the delay that they did was warranted. You can see it. The quality that you got from the game itself is just like on a whole nother level. And that's not. And I'm not even talking about the music that they done with this. Like even the fucking music that they did with FF7 remake is just like, oh my god, man. Oh my god. Like the music with FF7 remake. I like, dude, it brought up so much emotions that I had from when I initially played the original FF7. What about what Capcom leaks are you talking about, total? Yeah, that music with FF7 remake, man, is like my god. My god, man. I'm gonna tell you, is that the Genova fight, Chris? Is that the phase 3 of the Genova fight? That's what fucking did it for me. That's what did it for me. The way that music kicks in for the phase 3 of that Genova fight, And then the fucking, oh my God, and the Sephiroth music, man. The Sephiroth music. Mm. Don't know about that, but I'll look into it. Don't spoil it in the chat though. I kind of felt like it was very repetitive. I felt like it was very, very repetitive, and I got bored of it. After the second one, I haven't played it. I haven't played it at all. Like the story got complicated based off what I've seen with part three, and then after that, I just didn't interest me anymore. Kind of like the same thing with Madden in 2K. But yeah, like that fucking music with FF7 remake, man. God, like it's that shit was on a whole nother level. Like I got what you guys didn't see in during those streams with FF7 remake is because not having the face camera and stuff at the time, streaming from the Elgato. Um, I was fucking giddy. I was so goddamn giddy when I heard that when that Genova theme kicked in. Yeah, when that Genova theme kicked in, I was fucking giddy as shit. Like the best way for me to describe it before I get out of here, because it's about to be 3 o'clock, was I looked at so after I had what in the world, Kevin? Um, so after I played the game and I beat the game completely, I went back and I rewatched a stream of Max's, and it was I forgot which part of the stream it was, but it was a part of where he got to that fight with Genova, and that same part of the theme that kicked in, he had the exact same reaction that I had, and that's when I was just like, yeah, this game is just like the game is so fucking fun. Ooh, right now that shit's gonna be hard to top right now. I hope Cyberpunk is going to be yeah, as he had actually died like a day or two before the game. It wasn't on TV though. I hope Cyberpunk has some shit up his sleeve. But as I said, as of right now, FF7 remake is game of the year, with Ghost being a strong second. All right, everybody. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning now, and I need to get out of here so I can do some more straightening up and try to get some rest, and get myself ready for work for tomorrow. But it's good chatting with you guys today. We will do this again tomorrow, and the plan is to probably play some more RE2. But thank you guys for joining, man. Get some rest. See you guys later. Love you guys. Have a good night, everybody, and thank you all once again.